Alrighty, let's try this again. What's up? You listening to the Instant Grits podcast. I'm your host, Devin, CEO of Determined Athletes, and I am determined to inspire. And we're doing pretty good. Patrick's got the levels all ready to go, correct?
Yep, we good, man.
Yeah, we're good. Once again, Patrick, I'm happy to see you, man. It's been
Happy
a very
to see
long
you
time.
too, bro. Yeah, man. We've been out the game for a minute.
Patrick looked different.
Just a little bit.
He got skinny shoulders now, a.k.a. skinny shoulders, a.k.a. pointy boy, a.k.a. pointy shoulders, a.k.a. I jump fences with my knees.
Pointy boy.
Okay. A.k.a. pointer, Poindexter,
cool.
Poindox, whatever, any of them. Patrickless, you got all the originals.
That's cool.
But now it's the major, can you give me a drum roll? Here's the biggest thing that's changed. Drum roll, please. All right.
That's your drum
We've
roll.
switched. Patrick is now
switched.
Little Tree. He's been calling me Big Tree the past couple of weeks.
Never.
now.
I've never called that man Big Tree a day in my
You call him
life.
Big Tree?
Never.
Go ahead. That's
Never.
cool.
No dice.
Your little pointy shoulders. I know
fine.
he's taller than me, and he weighs more than me, but if we was to stand side by side, I bet you if we take a picture right now and we poll it and we put it on Facebook, I'm like, you know what? There's upper body he probably a little bit more filled out, a little bit more thorough than point shoulders right here. Point guard.
That's fine. I'll take that. I'm good with it.
You good with that?
Yep,
So
I'm
you
good
with
with
being Little Tree?
tearing that. No, never.
Calm down,
Nobody.
Little Tree.
No, never. No,
Little
I'm just
Tree,
saying.
calm down.
I'm not hype.
Bonsai.
I'm not hype.
You can't be.
You know, I just ain't gonna let you talk crazy. That's
Little
just
Tree,
how it
chill
go.
out, please.
Okay.
We have a show to run.
Shout out to my son. That's who he's talking
Shout out
to.
to
Little
Big Tree.
Tree.
You talking to me?
Little Tree.
Thank you. I don't get shout out.
Oh, my son. You can be my son too.
No, I'm not just
Y'all
son.
about the same height, but it's cool.
But guess what?
What?
Guess who's bigger than you now?
Not you?
Welcome.
No dice.
Yeah, we switched. It's cool. So I'm
Okay.
going to move on. Obviously, touchy subject for him. He's never been called little before, but guess
Not
what?
at all.
It's a big dog in the building now. Big shoulders.
Me.
Call me Big Tree.
Me.
Nah.
Yeah, me.
No, you call me Big
I
Tree.
still lift more.
Yo, watch your mouth. You call me Big Tree.
I still lift
Call
more.
me Big Tree, bro.
Okay.
I'm Big Tree.
I'm
now.
just not gonna cuss.
King Kong
I'm not gonna cuss
ain't
on the
got
air though.
On me.
Okay.
You're not King Kong no more. Calm down.
You're right.
You're a hype
You're
young
right.
boy.
Yeah,
But how
well,
much have you lost now? Like 45?
No.
What?
64.
Jesus Christ. Are you serious?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Oh, that's a
64
big
pounds.
deal. Y'all
Yeah.
can't see him, but like I said, his he got these whack polos now. He got, you know what I mean? They don't even fit him right. Usually the polos be crisp. Now they folding all up because they
He's
fold it up.
hating. Oh, he's hating.
I'm not hating. It's a good thing.
He's
These
whack
second
polos,
whack
though?
polos. Yeah, look at the
Okay.
neck collar. They look sad.
Hey, man, it's cool. I'd rather look sad than look too overstuffed in a shirt, so I'm good.
Shout out to Lopez, a.k.a. Where Are You?
Yo, bro.
Yo, Lopez. Now, Lopez is busy. I'm not going to admit. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it's all good.
He's running programs here. He's coaching here. He's doing everything. He got 37 kids.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
know, he's going. You know him. He always do his manly stuff. I think he just built a fence or built a truck with his bare hands the other day, which is amazing.
Built the truck.
I didn't know you could do that, but he did. He found engines and parts and everything.
Yeah,
So-
that's my guy, man. Shout out to Lil, man.
And he's lost weight too. He's on his sea moss, so he's mossing it up, getting his minerals and all that. I gotta get Big Tree. Well, obviously, I'll see. I just said that made you feel better. I'm gonna give Big Tree his.
No,
stash.
make me feel better. You just know what to call me.
I'll
That's
fill
all.
them shoulders out.
Yeah.
That's why you
yeah.
need to get your supplements back up.
I feel you.
Nutrition is important, young boy.
It is. It is.
Little skinny shoulders.
Sorry, I ain't gonna cuss on here.
Don't lower your shoulder. If he lowers his shoulder, it hits me like if this was football real quick. He would just pierce me because it would be like I would bleed. I would bleed out. It'll be like a stabbing, if you will.
Oh,
It would
God,
be.
man.
It wouldn't be a truck fest. You would stab me, and I'll get caught like, oh,
Okay.
oh,
Okay.
ah. And it'll be like he's carrying me. It'll be like that. I'll be stuck in his shirt.
But here's the thing, though.
Be like Starship Troopers.
I'd
Remember
rather-
Starship Troopers.
I do remember
They
Starship
got them
Troopers.
pointy limbs.
Yeah, but I rather strip down and then pack back on muscle than to put muscle over top of something I don't want.
Hey,
So
whatever you say to make
I'm
you
good
feel
with
well.
that.
I know.
No, it's the truth. You know what I mean?
Truth is real.
Yeah.
Truth don't go nowhere.
Facts.
Neither of these shoulders. So it's good that he's doing well. He's doing really good.
It's always the little one.
Nah, but shout out to everybody. Like shout out to Jordan. Jordan's been making big time moves on Instagram.
What's up with Jordan?
She's making customized shoes, customized
Okay.
hats.
Okay.
She made me like a customized motivational orb, so it's like a ball with motivational quotes and stuff on it.
That's
She's
what's up.
been working, so I'm really happy. Shout out to our crew. Patrick's about to make a super big time move, and he told me we got to keep that quiet because in another month, y'all need to stay tuned because what he's about to do is going to change the entire game. People talk about impact. Patrick.
Yeah.
The only way you can, people ask me all the time, like, how can I make an impact? Like, I don't have enough followers. I don't have enough this. You make an impact by helping the people in your neighborhood.
Yep.
You make an
Help
impact
your
first
community.
in your community.
Yeah.
And what Patrick's about to do Do you want to give them a little clue of? Don't tell them, but figure out a way to give them a little info.
Okay, I'll do it this way. So
do it that way.
I'm in the process of
That might be too much.
gathering. Nah, I ain't gonna give them too much. I'm in the process of gathering some information that is going to seriously impact the financial wellness of everybody attached to me.
Eloquent
and
in
those
its
I track.
brevity.
Yeah,
Extremely.
yeah.
Give them a little bit more, please.
Uh,
I'm just saying, you said that so well. You might as well just go ahead and just give them one more piece.
and it's something that I think we all should just kind of be in the practice of. Whether you're an entrepreneur or not, or whether you're trying to establish a company or build big, or you know, this is just like, you know, we talk about physical health all the time, and you know, he making jokes about the skinny stuff, but that was really, I really had to get my physical health together more so for my children because I want to make sure I'm around, and so now we're talking about doing the same exact thing with our financial health, which is something that we also kind of take for granted and, you know, just kind of leave out there. So I'm going to actually educate myself on a very intense interval, probably for about the next month and a half or so. And then coming out of that,
it's going to be crazy.
Be able to make a crazy impact. So
y'all know me. I cite stuff up all the time because I'm like, I got to keep moving. I got to keep my energy up. But, yo, when he told me what he's about to do, I was like, oh God.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt your brain.
And like I said, I get excited. I hype up stuff like podcasts. This is great.
Yeah,
we're writing books now. That's great. But you, Patton, have a chance to be a community game changer influencer.
I'm praying that's what happens.
I think it's inevitable.
Yeah,
it's inevitable. So, please stay tuned, and we're gonna help as many people as we can. But like I said, this might be the major move within the last year. I got projects I'm doing. He's taking care of some stuff that he's got going on. But all that being said, what this information is going to provide is a lot of literacy financially, and it's going to get you ahead of the game so fast. The steps that we've taken, you'll be able to bypass stuff. So I'm gonna leave it at that.
Frames, yeah.
But what's this podcast about, Patton? Can you ask me real quick? I'm sorry.
What is the podcast about?
Yo, Patton, I'm really glad you asked me that because I really wanted to tell him what it was about because I haven't said it in a while.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking people forgot that this is an accountability podcast. We talk about sports, but we call it Instant Grits because everybody wants success without putting in the work. From our extremely unique perspective as educators, as basketball coaches, as trainers, businessmen, musicians, we see firsthand how the lack of mental toughness and accountability is hurting our kids, and it's hurting our community, and it's hurting our sport. And now I'm going to even go in and say it's hurting all communities.
Yeah.
The lack of accountability is crippling the self-awareness and personal development in this generation of all races.
I agree.
All environments now. And the reason me and Patrick his name's Patton. I know. Don't be calling him Patrick.
Yeah.
Call him Little Shoulders. Is we see a bit, is the right word? I don't know what the right word is, but our reach is expanding to where we're working with kids in all communities, all ages, all ethnicities. And we're seeing right now, real quick, like, yo, this is getting serious.
Yeah.
Like, everybody needs it. But very few people want to be held accountable because it's painful. Now, what I am recognizing too, though, is Patrick, and you can talk about this. It seems like some of the kids in our communities, the parents who know that their kids need it and want it. So in these inner cities, and we'll use the word inner cities, even though I hate that word now because it just means black.
Yeah, pretty much.
It means minority. But a lot of these parents I'm talking to in our inner cities know that their kids need this accountability. And when we hold their kids accountable, a lot of them are like, you know what, thank you. We know we appreciate what you're trying to do, and they understand how important it is. They might not know how to do it because they're too close to the source with their kids.
Sure.
But they do recognize it coming from a man.
I mean, it takes a village. I mean, that whole concept of it takes a village to raise a child is very true. I mean, the position that we're in, it's like, you know, for 8-9 hours out of the day, which, you know, for a lot of people, we spend more time with their kids than they actually do on a daily basis. Yeah. So if I'm, you know, helping to foster good morals and, you know, good habits and things like that, I'm not saying that you should be grateful, to me, but we're in a partnership to reach the same goal, pretty much, which is to put out a productive citizen at the end of 4 years, and for the parents at the end of 18, 20 years, however, whatever.
Well, what's starting to really make me upset though is the fact now we treat everybody fairly.
Sure.
Me and Pat don't.
I don't got no picks.
If you a kid or a young man or a young woman, we will treat everybody the same. We hold the same bar, the same standard.
Yep.
And we love everybody we come across, because you have to love first and then provide, meet them with that service and then help them out.
Yep.
We treat everybody the same. But now I'm just realizing I'm actually starting to get I'm witnessing a lot of change with this accountability piece. What am I really trying to say?
Yeah.
I'm trying to say some people don't like their kids being held accountable. And you made a good point about it, saying, sometimes parents just say kids should be kids. What'd you say? You remember?
Yeah, I mean, some parents are of the opinion that, I will, just let kids be kids. They got to learn and grow on it. But see, it's a kid void of direction knows no boundaries. Ooh. And so when they come up against things in life and later on, they won't know how to navigate.
Say what you just said one more time. Do you remember what you just said? A kid with what?
A kid with no direction.
Yep.
Knows no boundaries.
Okay. I'm just typing that down because that joint's tough. I might need to use that in a meeting or something.
No, that's cool. But I mean, it's the truth. I mean, because we see it every day. Like you see the parents who are involved in by no means am I coming down on parents who work and they can't. I mean, I get that.
Shout out to all these parents trying hard. It's hard.
Absolutely, it's rough. Parent. It is rough, and there's no cheat sheet, no cliff note, no Parents for Dummies book that you can read and kind of make this thing any easier. So, it's incumbent upon us as parents to make sure that we do the best job possible. I'll say it that way. The absolute best job possible, giving our kids direction, teaching them right from wrong, showing them how to be, so that they know when they come up against something right, and when they're out in society. Everything is emotional, everything is instant gratification, everything is entitlement. I'm supposed to get this just because I'm here. What? Where?
And it's not us being mean. So you see how it just paints a negative picture for these.
Yeah.
Like once a kid's feelings are compromised, I'm not going to even say hurt.
Right.
We're born with feelings, right? We have thousands of feelings. We have thousands of chemicals going on all over the place. We have feelings because we need to use them. Right. But as soon as we feel one of them is hurt, immediately we feel disrespected.
I'm attacked. Yeah,
we feel
I'm being attacked. Yeah.
We feel like we've been hurt and mistreated unfairly, and that's the issue I have right now. Yeah. I'm seeing it a lot right now. With the populations that I'm working with, white or black, it doesn't even matter.
No, color doesn't matter. No, that doesn't matter. No, and that's true. I think when we were growing up, I kind of look back to say, when your old heads checked you, as they say, that was them looking out for you.
I agree with you.
You know what I'm saying?
About like that, but
now. When you check somebody, you being disrespectful. Wait a minute, hold up. Let me go. I'm gonna get my dad on you. I'm gonna get my brother. Young boy. I mean, you can do that. That's fine. But if they're not saying the same thing that I'm saying to you, then something's wrong. Yeah. Because you're allowed to keep, doing this, and this is going to land you here. So me saying something to you is saying, listen, I don't want you to be in this situation. Exactly.
It just needs to be done.
That's all it is.
But we're also here to do it because this is what we feel like we're called to do.
Absolutely.
And it's not like we're overstepping any lines. It's not like we're being extremely militant. It's not like we're defaming and going in on these. We're not doing that. But if I tell you after I blow the whistle 3 times and you still up, sit down.
Yeah.
Like that's not even that bad. Or if
learn to follow direction.
Don't jump or kick the ball. Don't kick the ball with your foot, because you might kick it and it might hit somebody in the head that's not looking. And I see you do it. I'm gonna blow the whistle 3 times, tell everybody to stop, drop, and get quiet. Shout out to Mr. Brown. And I'm gonna be like, yo, what did I tell you to do?
Right.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
You're not following my instructions. Now, lastly, if I also say, look, stop wrestling with this person in the classroom, stop wrestling this person in the gym, stop playing with this toy because it's distracting me personally.
Right.
And you still do it. Now, make sure that you're telling your family that, because I'm going to tell you to stop, or I'm going to have to tell you to take a time out, put you in the corner. But I'm going to call you out on it because that's a simple thing to do.
Right.
So simple things are getting blown up, and this is kind of me going on a rant, but I'm just sick of seeing these simple things, bro.
But what you're explaining is exactly what I'm saying. That's a child that knows no boundaries.
Sit down.
No,
because I blew the whistle 3 times. Why are you still standing up? Why are you running from across? We've gone over rules.
You pushing the boundaries,
and there's consequences for certain things.
Sure.
We have people right now that don't like to participate in a lot of stuff that we're doing, and that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine for you not to want to do something because it makes you uncomfortable at a certain degree. But no, I don't even like how I said that. But I mean, when we have to teach these kids about that. Sometimes you're going to feel like you don't want to do something, but you just have to get it done because it's going to make you tougher. It's going to make you more mentally stronger. What are you going to say? You want to say something?
My shout out to my right hand man who also happens to be my pastor, Khalil Rogers.
Mm-hmm.
But yesterday in the sermon, he was saying we have to get comfortable being uncomfortable.
Sure.
And that's I mean that applies to everybody, all ages, but particularly with these young people, the stuff that they're going to have to overcome just to make it to sane adulthood.
Sane adulthood. Yeah.
You're gonna be uncomfortable with some stuff because that's just the world that we live in. So
yeah,
you gotta.
I'm coming across these kids now. I'm like, yo, we gotta do 10 squats.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do it. I'm like, well, then I'm gonna tell your parents. Like that's it. Like it's like you made a choice. They're like, whoa, I don't want you to do that. I'm like, I can't compromise with you.
It's all about choices.
Because you made a decision. Like I told you, I love all these kids.
Yeah.
I love them all, bro.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, okay, you said you don't want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Fair. You made your decision, right?
Right.
They're like, yeah. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna call your parents.
All right, yeah.
Or
here's the consequence.
You're gonna do an article on the end, and I need a doctor's note since you claim you can't do something.
Right.
No, I don't want you to do that. I'm like, well,
what?
Are you gonna do the workout? No, I don't want to do it. No. Okay, then you made a.
Then I gotta fry you. Right.
I have to follow up with the consequence. I can't run around in the gym yelling out F the F word, P word, pop.
Right.
Even if it sounds good, because I'm a musician.
Right.
I can't do that. If I do that, what's going to happen? There's a consequence for that, right?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
It's about accountability.
That's what it comes down to, man.
That's it, bro.
The kids got to understand that, it's a blessing to have somebody hold you accountable. It really is.
We're not trying to hurt nobody.
No, not at all.
So, I mean, that's just been something that's bothering me. I've been seeing it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I want to also just say, let's keep, what's the young ball? We might not even say his name, but young ball that Patton was working with, I met him a couple times, but Patton knows him really well.
Yeah.
Brother got shot.
Shot and killed last Saturday.
Okay, and that just sucks because he's a good kid.
Yeah, he's a good kid. Good parents.
Yeah.
I love his parents too. Shout out to the Pages.
Yeah.
But
and hopefully everything works out well with his family.
Yeah.
He had a massive learning experience that he just shared with us. I'm not gonna put that out.
Yeah, I won't put it out there. But see, again, he's the classic story for me of, a kid who has so much potential, bright, but environmental things, friends, decisions, choices, put him in some situations where now he's thinking about it like, man, I should have did X, Y, Z. I should have did that. But, thankfully he's still young enough that he can still recoup some of that time and do something positive, which I believe he will. Like you said, he's a good kid.
Yeah.
Got 2 good parents. They go hard. Yeah. So, but he's one that I'm gonna continue to stay on. But again, see, now his parents appreciate that. Mm-hmm. No, listen, Mr. Patton, do what you got to do to him. You got my permission to. Oh, absolutely. And you see, even though I'm the one that had to wind up kicking him out of school, he'll come back to talk to me because he knows his love.
Yeah.
It's still love. Even though I had to do that because that's my job,
yeah.
I still want to make sure. I called the school he went to,
mm-hmm.
checking on him. Like, listen, make sure if he don't get in school, call me. I will come down there and get him myself.
Yeah.
So it goes beyond, and that's what parents got to understand. We're not doing this just, I'm not doing this for the money by no means. Because the workload supersedes the money 20 times over. So it has nothing to do with that.
It's cliche to even bring that up.
Yeah, really, honestly, but I'm just saying.
No,
right.
I'm just saying it's cliche to bring up. Like, we know teachers, education system.
Oh no, it's
so many hours they put in.
Come
man.
on, man. And it's
Early.
the thing is, and the stuff that we doing, going to houses, dropping kids off, doing stuff on weekends, taking time away from our businesses, from our families, to make sure that these kids have positive role models and positive reinforcement in their life.
Bro,
none of that ain't got nothing to do with
First
the job.
of all, you a parent. You have 14 kids. All right?
Yeah, I know.
So you have 14 kids, and you're still doing this. That's hard.
It's tough, man.
You're already a CEO. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
You're CEO of a lot of stuff. This is hard for me. I'm struggling right now balancing all this with helping the kids, talking to parents, training.
Tough, man.
Nonprofit. Today, I was teaching. Great day for teaching. Great day teaching. And went to another school, launched a nonprofit. The boys did great, Pat. These were some tough, young middle schoolers. But when I tell you they was attentive, for some reason they were all locked in. They were engaged. It was beautiful to witness. And I said, yo, out of all these years the nonprofit been running, shout out to Lab, Life in Basketball. I was like, yo, y'all shut it down. So shout out to them, man. I was so proud of them.
Yeah.
Really proud. And I didn't even meet them. This is my first time meeting them. Shout out to Coach Corinne Benson. She was one of my young people I used to train back in the day. She's going to be the head coach running that program.
Awesome.
Brought her on board. She's like, yo, Coach Dev, like, I'm trying to get into basketball. I'm like, all right, boom, we out. So I just hired her, brought her on. Shout out to Jason. So like I said, the nonprofit's doing great, but like I said, that's a long day. Teaching, nonprofit. Ran into Patton. Patton's talking to his kids. He got kids coming and telling me, yo, man, I lost my brother. This other baller is in the gym saying, yo, I was trapping, but now I'm trying to get my life back. Like, it's real stuff out here.
Yeah, it's not
it's
not
real
a game
stuff out
at
here.
all,
and it's all around us. But then we might get a bad email saying, I don't like how you made my son feel, when it's like, when I just told him to stop jumping up and down.
Right.
Because if he goes into high school jumping up and down like that, and he's a minority, he's going to be listed with an IEP,
be labeled.
Make it a TSS worker,
Yep.
make it a one-on-one worker. He's going to be labeled, all because he couldn't sit down.
Yep.
But you want me to stop doing my job? I don't know, man. That's kind of bothering me. But
It's
like
tough,
I said,
man.
And now
It's
we're
tough.
talking about this. We've had long days. It's 7 o'clock. What time did you get up at?
4:45.
Okay, I got up at 5 and went through my morning routines.
Yeah.
I'm still trying, and it was hard. Today. It was really hard for some reason, but I said, no, Devin, you're going to sit there, and you'll look at your phone later, you'll look at your emails later, you sit until
Control
it's time
the
to
day.
get up. Yeah, you're right. I had to really tell my body to calm down. Like, yo, body, you're not in charge. My mind is.
Chill, bro.
Chill, yeah. And my body's like, hey, all right, bro, I'm going to fall back. But it
Yeah,
was
man.
really trying to get me up. Like, look at your email. You have checks to get ready to send out to people, But
Yeah, man.
it's real. So, like I said, we're doing the work out here. A kid with no direction has no boundaries. And obviously, you already know, get comfortable being uncomfortable. And do your job as adults. Don't worry about the consequence if you honestly know what you're doing and what you're doing and what you've done is what you feel needed to be done.
Yeah.
I don't think you can question it. Now, that might mean, that environment might not fully appreciate what you're trying to do, and that's okay. But you'll make a bigger impact, especially with a lot of these kids that aren't being held accountable. Because now I'm starting to see that is lacking everywhere. It's not even just what I thought about inner cities, because that's who we work with mostly.
Yeah.
This is across the nation.
I mean, it's across the board. Just going back to the young man that we're talking about, like, there was speaking of his specific incident, it was a group of kids that I had to kick out. Each one of them came back to me and said, yo, man, I appreciate you doing that, because that made me grow up. 2 of them now are like fathers, they asking me. So this is a lifelong thing. You never know, by you doing the right thing as an adult, by you positively impacting that young person, whether they perceive it or their parents perceive it as negative or positive, that's something that they need for them to progress into adulthood.
Come on,
so you can never be apologetic for that. Like, there's no way that you can apologize
these boys
for
in the gym
that.
be like, yo, I remember when Patton or Coach Dev said and did this, and I'm like, dang, that really stuck with me.
Yeah.
And now I go about my day like, you know what, man, I can't do that, because I remember, or we made them do some extra stuff to get them more mentally tough,
push 'em.
because something else is going to happen to them later on where they're going to be challenged mentally. They
Yep.
can fall back to something. So, like I said, man, shout out to everybody doing this work. Education is hard, but also shout out to being the CEOs of your life. It's
True
a lot
indeed.
of moving
True
parts.
indeed.
Like Patton said, I told you. How many kids you got? How many you got?
You said 14. So
Patton
I'm
got
just stick
14,
with
losing
that.
his weight. He might
Yeah.
15.
No dice.
No dice. Okay,
Game
Mr.
over.
No Dice, a.k.a.
Yeah.
But like I said, So we're going to wrap this one up, man. Like I said, tell a friend. Accountability challenge of the week. I'm going to say the accountability challenge of the week is to think of more creative ways to build relationships with these kids so they can earn your trust, so you can be more accountable and hold them accountable a little bit more easily because you have that foundation. I think that's something that we can all practice. Do people need it like straightforward? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But let's just take the time to meet people where they are, and let's think creatively how we can still hold people accountable. I don't know. That's what I'm going to try. I don't know about you. You don't have to. I'm just going to try to do it that way. Yeah. Just so I can still push the envelope and push my creativity and explore what I'm trying to get done.
That's what it's all about, man.
Yeah. So, like I said, man, that's it today. That's it. Next podcast, I don't know.
Real soon. Now, we're going to do it soon because we got to keep them coming.
Real soon, but let's not forget, Pat is on a gold mine of financial mindset blowing upness. And I can't size it enough because once we tell y'all, listen, it's time to sign up for these meetings with us. Come sit in this room and get educated.
You might want to do
my
it.
Stuff.
Yeah, you might
want to cocked and ready to rock. I'm going to have a pen, pencil. But I also got Patrick right here, so it's all good.
Yeah, so you're fortunate.
And I was thinking about this. Patrick, it's actually like kind of funny because it's kind of like I figure out ways that people can change their mind, right? And I'm an entrepreneur, so I'm also trying to figure out ways to make money, revenue streams, and help our community.
Right.
And now it's kind of just like Patrick. Patrick's an entrepreneur. He's a husband. He's into the mindset games, too. He's as much about it as I am. I just think I read a little bit more about it because I study it every day. But now Patrick is now figuring out ways for you to attract wealth.
And just crush the game.
And just crush the game with the secrets that people like us aren't privy to. So I don't know what that relationship is, but I want to show you that you can get revenue streams. Patrick's going to say once you fix yourself, it's game on.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? There's plenty of stuff. Like I said, I'm working on 2 books right now. They should be done. I'm almost done those. You know, that's a revenue stream. Me having people I supervise now, that's a revenue stream. Me teaching is a revenue. Training is revenue. So that's great. But the importance of a LLC, right?
Oh, my. Ooh. Oh, my.
Oh, my sheesh.
You want to start exposing?
No, oh, my sheesh. I'm not.
The vital importance of an LLC that is S-corped is a vital importance. I'll stop right there.
Okay, so we're going to stop right there. Love everybody. Stay safe. Keep doing the work you're called to do. If everybody was accountable, there will be extreme world peace all over the place because somebody will be 45,000 cleaning companies picking up the trash.
I agree.
Because people we called to do it. It'll be 45 million trainers. It'll be 50,000 hair salons because people would need to come in there to talk to somebody and get their hair done. Like I said, everything will just solve itself.
Yeah.
The world would be great. It starts with you. It starts with you. It doesn't start with nobody else. Look at yourself. Chase your twin. There's a God within you, too, because he gave you the power to create.
True
so
indeed.
Stay safe. Make moves. Move markets. What's your saying, Pat? Make more, move better, faster? It was something close.
More move. Believe bigger, faster.
And next month is game time for that. So
yes, sir.
Everybody stay blessed. Love y'all. Keep doing this work. God bless.
All right, guys. Much love.
This is the most important and crucial period of your life. For what you do now and what you decide now at this age may well determine which way your life shall go.